As for smell, these don't have like an overwhelming swell.
Call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love, and I know when that hotline bling.
Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be all about some of the new beauty products from the H&M beauty line. So I know this is a line that recently launched. I'm not sure, I feel like it launched earlier in Europe, but just kind of recently launched here in Canada. I purchased my products in Toronto at the Eaton Centre. I know that not all of the H&M stores have it. It's more of their like big flagship stores, I believe. But if you want all those details, I'd go online onto their website and figure that one out. They do have most of these products on their website as well. So if you want to check out some of the colors that they have, more of the products, then feel free to go on their website, because I only picked up a little bit of a sampling of the products that they do have. So I was immediately impressed when I walked into the H&M store, because not like their old beauty products that were kind of displayed around like the cash wrap section, this line of makeup has its like own full section in the store. So it's almost like you kind of walked into a little beauty department within H&M. They have a full range of makeup. They have brushes, nail polishes, creams, body stuff, like a ton of stuff. They all kind of run at like a drugstore price. So I picked up a few items. I picked up 6 items, all kind of like from different areas of the beauty department. Just wanted to get a small sampling just to get kind of like a taste of what the whole, you know, situation is about. I hope this video is helpful for you guys, and let's just hop into my haul, demo, and review of these H&M beauty products. Let's get to it. See you there. So the first thing that I picked up was a nail polish. And the nail polishes run all for $6.99, so pretty much your average typical nail polish price. I picked up mine in the color, this one says 11629 at the bottom, so I guess maybe they just didn't name them all, they gave them numbers. And it's kind of like a nudish orange color. And the color range that they have is very wide, so if you're looking for any type of color, you're probably going to find it there. That's one of the pros of these products. The cons would have to be that the brush applicator is just kind of cheap looking, and it almost looks like one of those free brushes that you get in like an eyeshadow palette. So it's very sparse, all the bristles are very sparse, and it's kind of wide, so if you do have smaller fingernails, it's probably going to end up looking a little bit messy on you. So I was pretty upset about that, because the formula itself is super opaque. I'm wearing it today, and this is just one coat of the nail polish, but definitely having a better brush on this would make it way easier to apply and just nicer. I have had it on for about 3 days now, and it has barely chipped, so that's another good thing about the product. And I am always using my hands at work and stuff like that. It is really opaque, which is really good, and it does stay on pretty long. The only downside I would say to this product is that the brush is just kind of awkward and large, but for the price I think it is a really good nail polish. Alright, the second product that I grabbed was this little concealer trio. I believe this concealer trio is meant for using under the eyes and not so much like as a spot concealer. This one I grabbed in the shade light to medium, and they did have another trio in medium to dark, I believe. So you've got kind of like a more tan color, a more fair color, and then a kind of pinky color. So what I do like about this concealer is that the formula is really smooth and very blendable. But as I was saying, it's probably not going to work well on spots, because I feel like if you put a powder or a foundation over it, it's just going to kind of cling to the concealer, because it is kind of more of a stickier concealer. If you are someone like me who likes to use just some concealer in the morning and some powder over top, I would not recommend this concealer, because the powder is most likely just going to stick to the concealer and not really blend in evenly with it. But if you are using like a liquid foundation or a CC cream, a BB cream, this one will work really nicely. Just make sure that you do set it with a powder, because I did find that I wore it the other day for a full 8-hour work shift, and it didn't really crease. All it did was just kind of like wear off throughout the day, so I feel like you do need to set it with a powder of some sort so that it will stay on longer. But besides that, I think it is a decent product. So this concealer was $12.99, which is kind of your average drugstore concealer price. The next product I got is one of their powder blushes. They had about, I'm going to say like 12 colors in the powder blush, and I think it was 4 of a cream blush in the same sort of packaging. And this is probably one of my favorite products that I picked up, just because it is really opaque as well, but it's not like gonna stick to your cheeks. It's really, really blendable, so it's nice and smooth. And the color selection that they had was really nice. So I know that drugstore blushes are usually kind of hard to find. There's not a huge range of them. But these ones run for $12.99 again, so pretty much like a drugstore price. And they did have a ton of different colors, so like oranges. They had oranges, pinks, browns, all the colors that you could ever imagine. So I went for a color that I was comfortable with, and this is in the color Rosy Brown, so it's just kind of like a nice, almost corally kind of brownish color, but you do get a decent amount of product in here as well. But the only thing, again, that I would say that I don't really like about this is the packaging. It's just kind of like cheap. Like, if the product inside is going to be really good quality, like, they should just kind of make the packaging a little bit better. Like, adding a mirror up here, that would have been an extra bonus. So I only picked up one eye product because I was a little bit skeptical of the eyeliners and primers and stuff like that, so I played it safe and stuck with an eyeshadow. They have a bunch of single eyeshadows like this one, which I grabbed, which run for $6.99, and then they also have, I think it's like 5 or 6 palettes that come with a variety of colors for $12.99. I looked at the palettes and I just didn't really like the colors that they had. I felt like I had most of them already, so I stuck with something that I was comfortable with. This one is in the color Baci di Dama. Okay. That's probably not how you say that at all, but it is just like a nice champagne-y kind of nudish shimmery color. And I wore this the other day. I don't think I used a primer with it, and it really just slid off my lids like really easily. But today I am using a primer, and I found that it went on a lot nicer, and I also put a color in my crease too, which helped. So they do have a huge selection of colors of these, and I do think that they are nice shadows for $6.99. That's a pretty decent price. I also like how in the packaging there's like a little clear opening here so you can see the color that you have, which is really handy. So the last two products that I'm going to be talking about are lip products, because if you know me, you know that I love my lip products, so that's what I was most excited for. The first one is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and it is one of their basic lipsticks. They had once again, like the color range in this makeup line is incredible for like a brand that just launched. It is like crazy how many colors they have, especially in these lipsticks. I got mine in the color Cream Chestnut 003. It's just like a simple, nice nude, something that I'm really used to. And this lipstick, it goes on really, really smooth. It stays for a pretty long time. I did put like a tiny bit of lip liner on today because I find that if I wear nude lipsticks and I'm not wearing a lip liner, it just kind of like washes me out. So yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about this lipstick. I think, how much are these ones? Lipsticks are $12.99 again, so kind of a little bit more expensive than what you would find at the drugstore, I think. The amount of colors they have is insane. And I like the formula. I believe they have like a few different finishes in them, kind of like matte, so like a satin, a matte, and maybe like a shimmery one. I don't really. Of course, I went for the matte one, and yeah, the packaging is okay for it. Once again, kind of on the cheaper end, but I'm not going to let that bother me. And you get like a decent amount of product. I mean, they could be giving you more in here for the price tag. Like $12.99, it's kind of steep, just a little bit. These do not have an overwhelming smell, which is nice because usually with kind of lower end lip products you do get like a very bothering scent, and I know that I am someone that's very sensitive to smell, so that's something that would get to me right away. But this, the smell is not overpowering or anything on it, so I think I might actually pick up some more of these because I really do enjoy them. And the last product that I have to talk to you about today is probably my least favorite product. I spent $13 on this one and I 100% regret it. It is one of their Gossamer, what the heck, lip stains, and I got mine in the nudish shade, Storyteller. I got this one in Storyteller, and as you can see, it looks like it's a really nice pinkish, you know, mauvish nude color. So when you swatch it on your hand, it comes out really nude and whatever, but then when you put it on your lips, I didn't even bother doing this one in the video just because it is such a disappointment. It goes on really, really wet, and you think like, oh my god, what is this? It's gonna like slip right off my lips. So it's really wet, really cold, and then it kind of like changes to like a complete opposite color. I wore this for like half an hour and it went from this nude color to like a deep berry color almost, which was kind of bizarre because like if you're buying it for the color that it shows it is, like you kind of want it to stay that color. And being a lip stain, it just really did not stay on my lips. Like I applied it, I think I did like a couple of layers to make sure I got an even coat, and within an hour I didn't drink anything, didn't eat anything, and it was already becoming kind of patchy, which is kind of disappointing because this product is not cheap and I actually heard decent things about it, so I don't know. This is the one product that I would pass on. So altogether, for the 6 products that I purchased, my total in Canadian dollars, let us remember that, was $75, which, I mean, could be worse, could be better. So the one thing that I would say is that some of these products are actually really high quality products. I just wish that the packaging matched up to the quality, because some of the packaging I do find is pretty poor, and as I said with the nail polish, it's really unfortunate that the applicator is so cheap because the product inside seems like a really good product. My 2 favorite things from the line would have to be the blush and the regular lipstick. I definitely recommend these. They both came in a bunch of colors, and I just love the formula of both of them, and the packaging is alright. But the one thing that I would definitely steer clear of is the lip stain. Really was not impressed with this. And the other 3 products are okay, but I feel like for the price tag you can find something very similar, but probably better quality at the drugstore. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a big thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this one. And I will see you all in the next video next week, next Thursday. Ta-ta!